Hello and welcome to this new Kerbal Space Program video. And we are back again, and this time we have yet again accepted some more contracts, and today's plan is to get Moonoid 1 into moon orbit, obviously, and launch our Moonoid 2 mission along with the Corp 3 satellite. The Corp 3 satellite will be placed in a medium Earth orbit, not too high, not too short, so it'll have a good safe place in between those. So as you can see, I'm currently accepting and declining contracts. These were pretty easy actually, and they were just free, which one of them being to transfer science from Earth orbit. And before we could actually do our circularizing burn for Moonoid 1 to get it into orbit, we still had two different things to do. One of which was our Prometheus 2 mission, as we know it. So I actually forgot to attach one part on this, but it didn't really matter because we still managed to complete most of the contracts, which was still enough to give us over 1 million funds. So we had over 1 million funds in total now. So afterwards we will be constructing and launching our Corp 3 satellite for a medium Earth orbit around the Earth, like I said earlier. This will be for communication purposes, as it'll go in a different orbit than usual, because we will point this rocket into the polar direction, which will therefore bring us to the polar orbit. So if you've maybe noticed, there has not been much action going on in the past few episodes, but this of course comes with a reason. As you can see on your screen, I'm currently editing the alarm clock, and a lot of interesting missions are actually on there, such as the Lunoid 1 mission, which will be our first lunar lander, as well as our Marsino 1 mission, which will bring us to the Mars. And of course, the Venus transfer window will be also opening up soon, so I'll make sure to have a mission for that. And unfortunately, right before our very last burn, we did have an engine ignition failure at our last engine, which caused us to lose this mission, and it was marked as failed because Oteria engine did not want to ignite. But luckily we still had a stable orbit we could use for our communication satellite, just not its preferred orbit. But then out of nowhere, we got a notification that the Moonoid 1 maneuver node was about to happen, so I quickly jumped to the vessel and completed that burn, which thankfully went successful, unlike our Corp 3 satellite, but was still very close to depriving our fuel. And after that was done, I obviously decided to accept more contracts. And as you can see, we are currently having a whole lot of funds. This also is obviously for a reason, because the next few episodes, they'll get exciting and very expensive with our upcoming, like I said, Lunar Lander and Mars Flyby. So of course we will need to have a good amount of budget for those two missions, since they'll most likely happen consecutively. So I've conducted a mission and time warp to our next launch afterwards. This being the Moonoid 2 mission. Basically like our first lunar satellite, just with this specific one being planned to go into a sort of polar orbit of the moon, just like our previous carb-free satellite around Earth. This is also because of communication reasons and for future landings on the moon, which may be on the far side of the moon, so of course we will need to have good communication. And as you can see, the Lunoid 1 mission has actually been moved up around 100 days before initial launch date, which is pretty good because development over there has been really well, and since we haven't had that many launches this year, it's going pretty fast actually, yeah. Now we did unfortunately end up having one of the two rockets on the second stage having a loss of thrust, which kinda ruined our stability, and yeah, but it didn't really matter because it didn't cause any threat or danger to the original mission. It just caused a bit of an issue, but we were able to save it successfully. Luckily after that our mission was complete and we are now on our way to the moon. But yet again, like last episode, this will happen next episode, so stay tuned for that, and we might actually be able to launch our Lunoid 1 mission because it was moved up, remember? So it'll be very exciting to have that. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.